This is the Relevant Podcast.
It's episode 979. It's the Relevant Podcast here in Orlando. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and joining me from Loverland, Virginia, it's Jesse Carey.
Hello, hello.
From Nashville, Tennessee, artist, producer, mogul, Derek Miner.
What's happening?
And filling in for Jamie Ivey, who I think is back on the next show. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, one last time, we get to be joined by downtown Emily Brown. Hey, Emily.
Hello.
Who's still also in Orlando.
Mm-hmm. Now, Emily, you are in the midst of just a kind of a cross country sort of road trip, just seeing the world, right?
Yeah.
How long till is this just no end in sight? It's kind of indefinite. Like, what is your plan for this for seeing America here?
So initially, I kind of was just going to do 6 months of traveling because I didn't think I would like it that much. Like, I just wasn't sure how I'd feel about like not really having like a home base or anything.
Yeah.
But turns out I love it. So I've now extended it to at least a year. And beyond that, I don't know. But
It's lit.
It's really fun. Like, I was talking to someone the other day. I really only know where I'm going up until like the next month. So I know where I'm going in July. I have not made any official plans for August. So
if you're an eligible bachelor and you would like Emily Brown to come to your town, just hit us up at Relevant Podcast on Twitter.
If I'm that adventurous, I'm not there yet.
Emily goes, you know what? I think the road trip's over in July. Actually, I think it's hard.
Is this called Married at First Sight? Is that the name of this thing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No,
but
a
guy tweets Emily and she shows up in his town.
Now, Emily, are you flying everywhere or are you road tripping?
So I've been in Texas a lot and I've been driving there. I've been flying. If it's out of state, I'm going to fly because it just gas prices. It'd basically be the same price as if I drove. Yeah. And so, because I did pick maybe the worst year to try to do like a cross country travel. So in
history,
in history, poor planning on my part. I'll admit it, but I don't regret it so far.
You didn't plan for a war to break out in Eastern Europe?
Planned for so many other things.
You didn't shoot the Kremlin? Just a quick note to see if this is a good summer to
hey guys, quick check-in.
Hey guys, I'm trying to do like worldwide traveling, just trying to make sure you're not trying to just take over the world.
Oil supply chains.
Yeah. Could you guys like chill for the year?
I saw an article yesterday, a UK paper saying, well, the era of leisurely travel is officially over. Like it's almost like they're predicting it'll never get back to the way it was, where gas was affordable enough that you could go on road trips regularly or fly regularly for leisure. Like they're basically saying it's going to become like back in the early days of air travel. It was like so expensive that you dressed up for it. They're kind of saying things may kind of revert to that versus what we've gotten used to.
So I'll be the last person to ever travel across the country like this.
I don't like
you broke it for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks, Emily. All right. Well, we have a great show in store for you today. Joining us later, Rainn Wilson, Mr. Dwight Schrute himself, although I'm sure he doesn't want to be known as that for the rest of his life.
He loves that. Yeah.
He's got a new movie coming out. He joins us.
Oh, what's his new movie?
Jerry and Marge Go Large. When I talked to him, I didn't realize this. This is his first comedy role since Dwight.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, he's done like some dramedy sort of stuff or like indie films, but this is his first like just pure comedy role.
Now, Emily, did you do the interview?
I did.
Yeah. So did you talk, like, did the publicist say, hey, Dwight Schrute's off limits, or was that the icebreaker?
No. So they did not say it was off limits.
Beats, Battlestar Galactica. Pick one topic, Rainn. Where do you want to start? Bears, Beats, or Battlestar?
I feel like it should be clear. Like, for the listeners, I do need to know, I'm currently wearing a Schrute Farms sweatshirt. I kind of live in this, actually. So,
did you wear it during the interview?
No, I intentionally did not because I wasn't sure how he would feel about that. But I will say, one of the questions I asked, he made a comment about Dwight. So I took that as like, okay, this is fair game now. I can ask a Dwight question if I want. So he mentioned Dwight first. And I just took it and ran with it. Because obviously, not that I only want to talk about Dwight, but clearly I mainly want to talk about Dwight.
Yeah.
I remember a decade ago, and this is post Lost being a big deal, the show Lost. I mean, this is a few years later. The show creator for Lost, Damon Lindelof, is that how you pronounce his name? We were interviewing him for something else. He was on another project, and we got word, kind of like, don't ask him about Lost. Like he's moved on, it's over. Because the way Lost ended, America felt let down
by him
so many
personally.
unanswered questions and all this stuff, and he just didn't want to deal with it. He's moved on to new projects. So, Jesse, wasn't it you doing the interview?
I think it was Tyler.
Tyler?
Yeah.
Aaron Hambury? Maybe it was Tyler.
Maybe Aaron. Yeah. I don't know. I remember it was like leftovers.
But anyway, we do the whole interview about the new thing, blah, blah, blah. And literally they said, our person said, before I let you go, can I ask you a quick question? What was the smoke monster? And he answered it. He literally broke it down. Well, it was obviously blah, 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 blah. And this whole thing that was not obvious to anybody. And he finally explained a major plot hole in Lost. We, in the print magazine, did this whole article about whatever the new Damon Lindelof project was, and we ran a sidebar that literally explained to everybody about the smoke monster. It was great.
That's kind of dope, though. No lie, that's kind of dope.
And the cover line was "Smoke Monster Revealed" 5 years later. It was sold off the shelves.
Yeah. It was hot. Yeah. All right. Well, Rainn's coming up later. Don't ask him about Dwight. And also, we have a game at the end of the show that Meals on Wheels is the name of the game. That's all I know.
Oh,
so
gosh.
We'll see what that's about.
Did Tyler make it?
Stay tuned up next.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yep. Stay tuned up next. It's Slices.
I don't think I wanna feel this way. Stuck your scissors in my heart. Now it's tearing me apart. Oh, you got me into pieces. Stole your jacket from the bar so you wouldn't go too far. Oh, you got me into pieces. Why'd you cut me into pieces?
You're listening to Lara. The song is Scissors. Don't run with it. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Mercy Ships. Globally, 5 billion people lack access to surgical care. In sub-Saharan Africa, there's only one surgeon for every 200,000 people. Mercy Ships provides free, life-transforming surgeries for people who have little to no access to medical care. They help the blind see, straighten twisted limbs, remove deadly tumors, treat cleft conditions, and so much more. With state-of-the-art hospital ships, they provide safe surgery to children and adults living with treatable conditions, and it's completely free of charge. They do all this work with an all-volunteer crew of professionals who donate their time and talents. Surgeons, stewards, nurses, engineers, and more make the world a better place. Your donation today provides free, safe surgeries to people in desperate need of help. All gifts are matched, so please donate today at mercyships.org/relevant. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Tim Tebow's book, Look Again. Have you ever wondered what would change if you truly believed you were infinitely valuable to God? In his New York Times bestselling book, Look Again, Tim Tebow reveals the powerful truth that when we learn to see the image of God in every person, including those we struggle to love, everything changes. Tebow shares incredible stories from his work with people the world often overlooks, and it will challenge you to stand up to the lies, rediscover the worth that everyone has, and impact the world for good. Find Look Again by Tim Tebow, available now wherever books are sold. Okay, it's time for
Slices.
What do you have, Jesse?
Derek, you're a big fan of Marvel movies, right? Yes, you
sir.
and Tyler, I feel like, are resident. Emily, what's your feelings on the matter?
Oh, I really enjoy Marvel movies. I've seen all of them in the shows. I actually really love them.
And I know Cameron's a huge fan. He has the comic books. He just does, all
he has
the
a Marvel
Disney Plus
room
series.
in his house.
Yeah, wallpaper.
Yeah, he's wearing a Captain America outfit right now.
The shield.
Not the t-shirt, an actual outfit.
The uniform.
Wearing the outfit.
The uniform. Should the Avengers call? I picked this one because it sounds like the origin stories for a real life Marvel hero. Now, this story comes from a site called pestinformer.com, which is a pest business out of Raleigh, North Carolina. And they are making an interesting offer right now. You know what? I'm just going to read. Right from right from their site. They're looking for several homeowners who will give them their home for 30 days, and to conduct a little study in exchange for letting them use their home for 30 days. Pestinformer.com will give the homeowners 5 to 7 households $2,000 cash. Okay, all you got to do is rent out, and you can still live there. There is a catch, though. In this study, we are willing to pay homeowners $2,000 for us to release American cockroaches into your home and test out a specific pest control technique to be able to gauge how effective the treatment is. We are currently hiring 5 to 7 household owners to allow us to release 100 American cockroaches into your home, give us permission to film, and test out a specific cockroach treatment. Does this sound like there's a couple red flags in this to me?
Maybe 100 red flags.
Yeah. But one is they don't really tell you much about the treatment and why they need to film. Like, this sounds like it could be a found footage horror film as well. Like, we recovered footage from the cameras left in the cockroach home. The cockroach homes. This is what we found, and they're just like pumping gas in. It sounds like it. Like I said, this is either just an incredible ploy to test out some sort of cockroach poison, or the best viral marketing campaign for like an indie horror movie ever. Would you guys ever? How desperate would you have to be to let them drop 100 cockroaches in and just kind of live there for a month?
I can't imagine any scenario where I would be that desperate to let them drop 100 cockroaches in my house.
My bug guy was here literally today. I live in Florida. No, we're vigilant against the cockroaches. We do not invite them.
Ain't no way.
Even talking about it, I'm getting
What is the price? You're saying $2,000 isn't enough. What is there has to be a price for only 100 cockroaches.
Well, how much does it cost to demolish and rebuild an entire home? So I'm going 750,000 maybe.
Down. Yeah.
500,000. I don't know. Burn it. Yeah, burn it to the ground. Yeah. Let's rebuild it. Hey, I'm in. Give me $500,000. We're good.
Give me a new house. I'm with it, baby.
Yeah.
Fully furnished new house.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those ads for medical tests? And some of the compensation seems pretty good. Yeah, I'm not. I could see
it's usually
people's
like
logic.
$80. It's like, let's inject you with something, and here's $80.
My kidneys may fail, but $80 is $80.
Let us know if you feel like you're on fire. Here's 100. No.
Also, is this just
Jesse,
fear factor coming back?
In college though, there was a lot of ORU kids that would go sell plasma.
I sold plasma,
and then there was kids
different.
that would go but there was also kids that would go do medical experiments to get money too.
I will
sleep
say this.
deprivation studies and stuff like that.
In college, someone could have said, "I will I'll give you $2,000 to let me put 100 cockroaches in your dorm room." I would right now. I would have gone and helped them collect the cockroaches. I would put 100 cockroaches in my bed for $2,000.
$2,000 in college is like 3 years of living expenses.
That's like $1 million.
Yeah, no joke. I mean, there's only so many donuts at Walmart that you can buy.
Yeah, exactly. That's a lot. That's a lot of trips to Quiznos.
Yeah.
by my calculation, that's about 400 chicken carbonara sandwiches from Quiznos.
Was that your order at the Quiznos next to campus?
Oh, you know it. I don't know what happened to Quiznos. It didn't feel like they ever just shuttered dramatically. It felt like they just sort of slowly faded from our
I feel the same way about Qdoba. Do you remember Qdoba?
Yeah. They used to be everywhere.
The
used to be everywhere.
Off-brand Chipotle.
The off-brand Chipotle. Qdoba predated Chipotle.
Yeah, I see. I always thought of them as like locked in like this eternal death match with Moe's. Like 2 burrito places enter the shop of the strip mall, one leaves, and it's always Moe's is the last one standing. Yeah, it's like Moe's tapped out Qdoba like 4 years ago. It was a struggle to the death.
I don't know what happened to Quiznos though, because like Jersey Mike's and Subways, and there's still a market for sub sandwiches.
That's what I'm saying.
Wrong with
Look,
Quiznos?
if a Quiznos popped up, within like a quarter mile of your house. You're not telling me you're popping in there just to see if they're as good as you remember. When they come out of that little toaster, it was a real treat, guys. I don't know if you guys remember.
They still got a Quiznos at BNA at the Nashville airport.
Yeah, you see them, and but they're at the level now that when you see a Quiznos, you're like, oh, there's still a Quiznos. Like it's not like it was.
True.
As of March 31st, 2022, there are 176 Quiznos restaurants in the U.S.
176?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like 3 per state, give or take.
So 2, I was gonna say 2 or 3 per state.
That's still,
There
about
was like 2 in my neighborhood 10 years ago. I mean, there was like
right for sure.
That's crazy. All right, what do you have, Derek?
Internet Explorer is dead. And I'm sad. Like, I just want to sing the Boys to Men. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. We have a moment of silence right
That's
now.
beautiful.
I haven't used a PC in 20 plus years. I didn't. What browser is on a PC laptop then? I thought that was like baked into Windows.
I did too. I mean, I haven't used a PC in a while either, but it's just the fact there was so much nostalgia, you know what I'm saying, with Internet Explorer that right now I'm just sad. It always was like, if nothing was going to be there, Internet Explorer was going to be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and no matter how long you went away from it, it was still the same when you went back because they never changed it.
You could. It's gonna be
a
the
lot
same.
like Quiznos in that way. It was always the same. You could be having a bad
what is
day
it with
or a
this
great
segment?
day.
Like all of a sudden we're sad that 2005 is over. Quiznos, Internet Explorer.
Is Internet Explorer the Quiznos of browsers? Is that what we're figuring out?
I didn't know this.
No, because Internet Explorer.
No,
is
that's true.
gone.
That's true.
So
true.
It's
R.I.P.
There's no.
It's sad. Is there a reason?
I just had to pour out some digital liquor for Internet Explorer.
I understand that technology has improved and that there's different like software browsers that do things more efficiently, blah, blah, blah. But why not just keep updating Internet Explorer? Why kill it off for a different, I don't understand. Like, why would
apparently Microsoft, you know what I'm saying? Microsoft got this new browser called Microsoft Edge. I don't know why. Okay. But they do.
Just call it
like, we don't need to have 2 browsers. So we're gonna, they cheated on Internet Explorer with Edge.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like that.
I almost wonder if they created Edge just because they felt like it would be too much to like rebrand Internet Explorer. Yeah. So it was like, well, we'll just
because it got a reputation for being janky and unreliable. So
Edge
it's a tainted brand.
Like
so they're
2015-ish. So Edge has been out for a few years. But Internet Explorer has always been there. So I think Edge was like, they were just trying to say, like, we do have an internet browser. It's not Explorer. It actually works. It's not 10 years behind. And
so what about the old person who hasn't updated their computer in 10 years because all they do is get on to check their web email to talk to their grandkids or whatever. And like, does the Internet Explorer just like, they click it, it's already on their computer. Does it stop working? Like, what? How do you kill off something that somebody already has,
Great question.
Yeah.
I think they're just not going to support it anymore.
Oh, okay. So those grandparents are going to have to call the Geek Squad because they're not going to know what's going on with their internet.
The grandparents are going to call the grandkids who that's their personal Geek Squad.
Yeah, the grandkid opens Internet Explorer and realizes that about 3/4 of the screen is just gigantic toolbars that they've just loaded on the Explorer unknowingly. The amount of display dedicated to just Internet Explorer toolbars and bookmarks, you need an external monitor for at this point. But R.I.P.
All right. What do you have, Emily?
The FDA announced that they are planning on removing Juuls e-cigarettes from the U.S. market altogether. They have been...
I thought you were talking about that they were going to remove the artist Juul from the U.S., make her go back to Canada.
No, I think she's safe for now. I haven't checked up on her.
I believe she's Alaskan. I believe she's Alaskan, too.
Oh, that's right. She is American.
Yeah. Sorry. So I think she's safe for a while.
She's not...
Let's do a
For
Juul
some
check
reason,
to see if she's
for
okay.
some reason, for reasons we haven't been
do a
able.
wellness check on Juul, everybody.
For reasons that are totally unclear to anyone, the FDA has declared the artist Juul persona non grata in the United States. They're just flexing their muscles. Don't mess with
Emily's
the FDA.
going to track her down on her road trip. She's going to go find Juul. The quest to
Who
find
can
Juul.
save her soul? Who can save her?
All right. Well, I'm sorry. The Juul vaping.
Yes, vaping.
Is what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. So the FDA has been reviewing. So this is specifically the company Juul. They have been reviewing them and considered banning the product for about 2 years now. And the company has stopped selling some of its flavors because they were getting a ton of backlash because a lot of underage kids were just easily accessing it.
Right.
You know, their friends would buy it for them, or this, you know, they could just grab it. It's such a small product. It's easy to grab. And so there's just no way to kind of curb the underage users. So they're
Emily,
just
you
like,
said that it sounded like from experience that there's certain products
Okay.
that are just small
So-
enough that you just grab them, grab
So-
and go.
You just
Not-
grab them, you put in that blueberry e-juice, and all of a sudden you're addicted to vaping. What do you want
so
me to tell you?
not personal experience, but I was a youth leader for a very long time. And I unfortunately had a lot of kids who they vaped, and I would find out about it, and we would talk about it. And I think I was actually telling Cameron the other day, we were at like this youth camp, and this student comes up to me, she's crying, and she's like, I've just had this revelation. I think the Lord wants me to give something up. And she pulls her Juul out of her pocket and hands it to me. And is like, I don't think the Lord wants me to smoke this anymore. And I said, yeah, I also don't think he wants you to smoke this anymore. So then I had to look up, like, how do I properly dispose of a vape? Because I don't know what to do with this.
You throw it in the trash. Did you
Well, I
just
just
throw
wanted
it
to
in the
make
trash
sure.
can? Oh, okay.
She is being
Yeah.
responsible
Well,
with
because
our
I don't want
planet.
to.
You
Because I
let her.
asked her how she got it, and she did say that, like, I think she got it from a friend, but I think the friend just kind of like swiped it from the store because it's like really small. So there just wasn't a lot of regulations, which is its own issue itself. But anyways, I do not have personal experience vaping. I do need that to be made clear. If you hear one thing from this, I don't vape. But I am happy that hopefully other people will stop vaping as well. Because it's so unhealthy. Like, it is insane that I feel like I grew up
But
my
why
entire
is it
life
just
seeing.
Juul? Because there's 50 other brands. I mean, why target one
But I
brand?
think
That
it's
won't
like
change anything.
I think it's the, like, by far the most dominant one.
Oh, it's the White Claw of vaping
Yeah.
products. It's, okay, got it.
And I feel like it just, I'm not going to make any sort of moral proclamations about my feeling about, vaping. But I do feel like when I see someone vaping, I just automatically, it's like, that's the type of person that grows up and has like an NFT for their profile pic. For some reason, that just seems like a perfect circle of a Venn diagram. Former Juul users to NFT and profile pics. For some reason, there's a personality thing.
That's
there.
true. All right. Well, that'll do it for Slices. Stay tuned. Up next, Tyler joins us. We take you inside the summer issue of Relevant.
Take back your wonderful life, the more the life to love much better. We say it all the time. The time is now. It's now or never. We all get it wrong. So don't stay mad for long, or it's a lonely little life, lonely little lifetime. Talk about it, but you never ever wanna think about it. Keep talking, but you're never gonna find a way to make it fit. Watch as the world does a twist.
You're listening to Two Door Cinema Club. The song is Wonderful Life. Okay, as promised, please welcome to the show Relevant Senior Editor Tyler Huckabee. Hey, man.
Hey, I'm so glad you're safe.
Thank you. We've already
I haven't talked to you since
That
I
was
know you
2
two already,
episodes
but
ago.
we haven't talked.
We're alive
Okay,
and
we
well.
haven't talked. I have not seen you
That
since.
is true. I am here. Emily is also with us. Hi, Emily.
Hello.
And we kicked Jesse to the curb just for this segment. That's not true. We're just recording at a different time. We still love him. Anyway, it's our time to tell you about the new issue of Relevant, our summer issue released this week. We are very excited about it. We want to tell you all about it. You heard on the last episode a little bit of our cover conversation with Maverick City Music's Naomi Rainn. But the feature goes a lot, has a lot more than just the few minutes that you heard with her. Emily, you talked to her, right?
Yeah, I got to talk with her. I was really excited because, I mean, it's Mav City. They're like the biggest worship band. And she just has such an incredible voice. But what was really exciting is she's actually coming out with solo music. And it has a very different sound than Maverick City. Very fun. We actually talked about how she almost reminds me of like a worship Brandy, which I love Brandy. So I'm excited.
Wow.
That got me excited. Yeah.
It's pretty
I thought
good.
you were going to say she reminds me of a worship brand, and I was like, oh, another one.
That's what I
and
had.
then
I
you
was on
said
the exact same page.
You threw the E on the end. I was like, oh, Brandy.
Brandy.
We're Team
yes.
Brandy over here.
Yeah, which she even said, like, Brandy was one of her big inspirations growing up. And so that was like the music that she's always loved. So she got to make, it's still worship music. It's still like rooted in faith, but it is also fun to listen to. So it was just a really good conversation, and I appreciated her honesty, and it made me even more excited to hear the rest of the album.
We have a great lineup. We also talked to, lately we have been on a roll of talking to like Hollywood heavy hitters. You heard about a month ago, a few weeks ago, you heard a little bit of our conversation with filmmaker Jon Favreau. We have a full feature with him in the issue as well. You don't want to miss that. What's his new project that it's the Apple.
It's called Prehistoric Planet for Apple TV. Yeah. And I really enjoyed getting to talk to him a little bit about how he brought a lot of the ethos that he brought to like The Mandalorian and to the Marvel stuff and even to Chef, to basically like a hypothetical nature documentary, and it was way more interesting and way more narrative than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I think people are going to enjoy the conversation that we had. It was a lot of fun.
Also, speaking of people, just TV film people that we're fans of, in the issue we have Mr. Rainn Wilson, a former Irrelevant cover artist. Rainn Wilson is back. He has a new film out, right?
Yes, he does. It's called Jerry and Marge Go Large. It's about how it's a real life story about a couple that hacks the lottery, which is just very entertaining. I was so excited to talk to him because I grew up watching The Office. I love The Office. I wear a Schrute Farms shirt like 3 out of 4 days or 3 out of 5 days every week. Everyone on staff sees it all the time. Yeah, I live in it. And so I did have to intentionally.
You intentionally.
Did you wear this?
I
did you intentionally wear it or not wear it?
I didn't. I intentionally did not wear it just because I wasn't sure how he felt. But I will say he mentioned Dwight first in the interview. So I took that as fair game for me to ask some Dwight questions.
Love it. That's good. Don't miss that. We also hit some, life issues that matter here in the summer. We're talking about, we talked to our friend Bianca Olthoff about how to transform your dating life this summer. I read the article 17 times. It did not work for me.
Hey.
I've only read it 16
that
times.
Could be used,
Maybe
that could be user error.
User error.
I don't think that's. Let's not blame Bianca for that.
Still,
we love you, Bianca. I think it's
great.
good. No matter where you're at.
Yeah. You can be too far gone sometimes. Okay, so we got dating. We also, the economy is unbelievably difficult right now, and we are talking about how to get out of debt and how it looks different now than, maybe the old finance classes you took at church or whatever. And, let's talk about 2022 and let's be realistic about this. How do we get on top of our money? We have a piece that looks at that.
A lot of the I think a lot of the conventional wisdom that a lot of us grew up hearing about money, it just hasn't aged super well in our time of like hyperinflation and crushing student debt and things like that. That wasn't really part of that didn't in fact affect a lot of our older friends who we love the same way that it does us. So this is trying to rethink what some of that wisdom would look like, not only just from a smart 2022 perspective, but also from a biblical perspective.
Yep. Speaking of biblical perspectives, we talk about kind of a thing that's going on with the church. Obviously it's been a topic for a decade plus about kind of celebrity church culture and all that kind of stuff. Well, instead of have that same conversation about like, we shouldn't have kind of our Hollywood values affect how we see church leaders and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we know that. Well, really what's happened is that whole model has kind of crumbled in the last year or so. And we have a piece that kind of looks at, well, now what? Now that the kind of celebrity church model has, kind of shown, the bubble has popped, should we say. What does it look like moving forward? And what do we want to rebuild in its ashes? And we have a piece that looks at that.
Yeah, Caitlin Beatty, who's a friend and a really wonderful writer, has been thinking about this for a long time. And obviously, we at Relevant and our people who follow us have had a front row seat to a lot of this implosion. So we don't just want to cover where things go wrong, as they obviously have in some pretty significant ways. We want to make sure we're finding a new, healthier, better way forward that can stay away from the sorts of problems that we've seen with this model. And grateful for Caitlin's wisdom on this, and excited to share some of her thoughts on it.
Yeah, absolutely. We have some great artists, none other than one of our favorite artists, James and Vincent McMorrow, is in the issue. Here is a clip of his new single.
Love to see all the serial killers. Heads look like drums if you squint the right way.
Love him. Also, okay, if you follow Mr. Tyler Huckabee on Twitter, you know that a week or two ago, at night, he tweeted, "Tomorrow, I am interviewing one of my heroes. I got to be honest, I'm a little nervous." Everybody at Relevant saw that and thought, who is he interviewing? Is it like Barack Obama? We don't know about it. Like, what is on his to-do list? Tyler, why don't you tell the audience who you were talking about?
Okay, I guess we can do the reveal because there were a lot of people guessed on the internet, and nobody got it.
We were guessing at staff meeting.
You were guessing at staff meeting too.
I do need to clarify.
Emily was the only one who knew who I was actually interviewing, and I think you were still confused.
Well, I just wanted to confirm that's who you were talking about. But it was funny. A lot of people guessed Amy Grant, which I think is hilarious that people know that that's one of your heroes.
Well, we love Amy Grant.
Yes.
And actually this is I didn't plan this. Nor was I the one who brought it up, but Amy Grant came up in the conversation with the person who I was talking about, unbidden by myself. Who I was interviewing was John Darnielle, the lead singer of the Mountain Goats, who are, they're a good band. They're a cool band. They've been in the game for a while now, but they're just a band that has meant a lot to me personally as songwriters and as artists, both as a novelist too. He's also a novelist who I think is very, very talented. So I not as like A-list fame at like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm talking to an Obama level celebrity. But as for somebody who's meant a lot to me, I really enjoyed this conversation, and it lived up. It was, I think I swallowed, I was able to face my fears and my nervousness, and we had a good conversation, and I'm excited to share it with people.
And if you don't know Mountain Goats, here is some of their music.
I'm doing this to try and stay true.
I'm remiss that I know we're in the music section, but I forgot we have, I just saw in my notes, we have a phenomenal feature. We talk a lot about mental health. We haven't talked a lot about brain health and the connection between our physical brains and our mental health. Well, Dr. Caroline Leaf, who's a believer, is actually one of the leading people in that conversation about neuroscience and the intersection of neuroscience and mental health. And we have a feature with her about actual brain health and things that we as Christians need to be aware of and how much that affects our day-to-day lives.
Yeah, she's super smart, and I know that she a lot of people have really been gravitating towards her wisdom and her years of research that she's put into this sort of thing. And I like that she talks about brain health in a way that makes it very, very practical, like not just here's what mental health is or what brain health is, but here's how you can actually take control of it. And here's some things you can do to to actually, like the Bible says, capture every thought, be transformed by the renewing of your mind, which in her case is something that it means very, very literally, renewing of your mind. It's a really fascinating conversation with her, a fascinating feature, I think.
And last but not least, you know them as the cool kids. In the issue, we connect with Echo Smith, who obviously came on the scene in a huge way in 2013 with their smash Cool Kids, but has been making great music ever since and has a new album out. So do not miss Echo Smith. Here is a clip of their music.
All I want is for you to hang around. If you're like a fire, then I'm pouring gasoline. I just wanna hang around and fight like an earthquake.
all those features are available for free at relevantmagazine.com. If you click on the magazine tab, the issue, our summer digital issue, is presented by World Vision. We are very grateful for their support. They are presenting the issue ad-free. I mean, you're going to see some World Vision messaging on that edition, but no other ads, thanks to them. Also, if you want to see the ad-free enhanced edition of the issue, Relevant Plus subscribers get it 4 times a year. It's perfectly designed for your device, whether it be a tablet or phone, and desktop as well. Beautiful print layouts and enhanced features, and completely ad-free. That's for Relevant Plus subscribers. You can find out all the information on Relevant Plus and get the issue, the enhanced digital issue, right away by clicking on the Relevant Plus tab there at relevantmagazine.com. Go check it out. It's a stacked lineup. We're excited about so much of the content. We're excited for you to check it out. We want to hear what you think. Let us know. Go check it out. Tell your friends. Hit us up on social and tell us what you think. Tell us what your favorite feature is. Great work, guys. Thanks so much. That's the summer digital issue of Relevant. Stay tuned. Up next, Rainn Wilson joins us. You're listening to Santa Gold. The song is Ain't Ready. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by John Mark Comer's book, Garden City, a book that speaks to the tension we all feel between work, rest, and purpose. The New York Times bestselling author John Mark Comer takes us to the scriptures to identify what it really means to be human and flips the script on the idea that who you are matters, not what you do. He shows that God created us for meaningful work and meaningful rest. Both matter. This book helps you ask and answer the big questions. Does God care where I work? Is there a direction for my life? So you can discern God's heart for your calling, your rhythms, and the way His Spirit wants to shape every part of your life. If you're longing for purpose and a more grounded way to live, check out the new hardcover edition of Garden City wherever books are sold. Well, today's show is brought to you in part by the new book, God, the Science, the Evidence. We talk a lot about faith, but how often do we talk about science in the same breath? You might be surprised to discover just how deeply the two actually agree. For centuries, science has been used to dismiss the idea of God, but today an intellectual revolution is underway. Modern discoveries in physics, cosmology, and biology are consistently revealing the same truth: creation isn't an accident. That profound reversal is what engineers Michel-Yves Bolloré and Olivier Bonassi investigate in their international bestseller, God, the Science, the Evidence. This book is a rigorous, evidence-based critique of materialism, inviting you to explore over a dozen scientific, philosophical, and historical domains. It shows that what was once seemed impossible, that science could point to a creator, is now supported by a vast and convergent body of evidence. With over 400,000 copies sold in Europe, this book is sparking a global debate. It's thoughtful, fascinating, and a powerful reminder that reason itself affirms the existence of God. Learn more and find out where you can purchase your copy today by visiting GodTheScienceTheEvidence.com. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Erwin McManus's book, The Barbarian Way. Some books don't just inspire you, they confront you. The Barbarian Way, now celebrating its 20th anniversary, is one of those books. If you felt the pull of God towards something deeper and wilder than the safe, predictable version of faith that we settle for, McManus reminds us that following Jesus was never meant to be tame. It's meant to awaken courage, passion, and purpose God placed inside us. He draws from the wild stories of Abel, Noah, Moses, Rahab, and others to remind us that following God wasn't meant to be tame. Safe faith isn't working. Step into the story God is writing for you. Choose passion, choose boldness, choose the Barbarian Way. Available now wherever books are sold. Our guest today is none other than Rainn Wilson. You know him as Dwight from The Office, but he's been in a ton of other roles too. And now he's starring in Paramount Plus's new film, Jerry and Marge Go Large. Our very own downtown Emily Brown sat down to talk with Rainn about his new role and why this story is something audiences should hear right now. Here's our conversation with Rainn Wilson.
Jerry, you're going to have to tell me what's going on.
I was always good with math, codes, puzzles, you name it, but I just feel like I never got to be a part of the world. found this flaw. There's a loophole that the lottery didn't see. It's right here in the math.
I don't know what this says. It looks like the numbers a crazy man drew in a cell wall.
I cannot believe you are my accountant. I'm playing the lottery, and I won $15,000.
Why didn't you just tell me?
We barely have enough money to retire on. This is no time to risk it.
Yes, it is.
What?
Can I help you?
We'd like to buy 8,000 windfall tickets.
I'm going to help you first.
One of the first things I wanted to talk to Rainn about was kind of why he thought this movie was a story that needed to be told, because, I don't want to give away the plot, but I personally was really surprised in a great way at how the movie touched on selflessness and helping your community. And it was a lot more generous, the couple was, than I initially knew. I went into this not knowing anything about them. And so it was just a really heartwarming story that I wasn't prepared for it to tug on my heartstrings the way that it was. And so I really wanted to know why Rainn was drawn to this story and kind of why he felt like, of all the movies in the world and all the stories being told, why was this one that people needed to see and needed to pay closer attention to?
Well, I think that we live in such a hyper-partisan world and things are so divided. Every issue has kind of like a red state and a blue state take on it. And this transcends that. This is like the best of being American. It's generosity. It's about community. It's about giving back. It's doing it with kind of a big warm heart. And so as soon as I read that in the script, I wanted to be a part of it. And was really, really excited to help tell that story. It's kind of, it's really what America needs right now.
Like I said, this movie definitely tugs on the heartstrings, but it's also got so many great funny moments. And truthfully, most of the funny moments come from Rainn's role as Bill. I kept laughing at his lines specifically. They were just so funny. And it was interesting because I grew up watching The Office. We all know Rainn from Dwight, obviously. And so I wanted to know, it'd been a long time since he'd played a comedy role. So out of all the roles that I'm sure he's been offered over the years, what was it about this role that drew him back to, his comedic roots? And why was this the one that he decided, yes, I'm going to be the comic relief?
Well, I read the script and I was like, oh, I would be the comic relief. And that was very appealing to me. I hadn't really done a straight up comedic role since The Office. Most of the stuff I've been doing have been drama or at least dramedy. And so I was excited to just jump in and improvise and be my big, weird, goofy self in a totally new way. This was not he's not like Dwight at all, Bill. And it was just a hell of a lot of fun.
Truthfully, when I went into this conversation, I was not prepared to bring up Dwight at all. And so once he did, I took that as fair game. So I did get to ask him what he thought Dwight might be doing if he found out he could hack the lottery.
Yeah, I think Dwight hacking the lottery would be a lot of fun. That sounds like a very interesting Office spinoff. Dwight with millions of dollars. Like what would he do? If he had a helicopter or a private jet or a bodyguard. The sky's the limit. That would be a lot of fun.
My final question that I asked Rainn was, what was it like to play this real character and to tell a true story? Because, we know him as Dwight from The Office, like I mentioned. And while that is sort of rooted in truth, we all know someone like Dwight. This is a character who is real and is genuine and has an actual background and history and things like that. And so I was really curious, what is that like to step into the role of a real person rather than someone that you maybe have a little bit more artistic freedom with? And kind of what's the responsibility between taking on a real life person as opposed to just a made up character?
Well, I don't know that the character of Bill really existed. I don't think so. He was kind of created. But yeah, I think it's important to the story that it feel real and feel grounded. It's a comedy. It's light. It's warm-hearted. But this really happened, and these are real people. And I think that gives the film a little more heft. If you just went in and it was just a made-up movie about people winning the lottery, you'd be like, first of all, you wouldn't believe it. And, truth is stranger than fiction in this way. But, that grounds the film in an interesting way.
Everyone in your group. The lottery suspended our license.
We're betting $500,000.
Go big or go home.
And all my people say,
It really does feel like we're robbing a bank.
Nah, this is gonna be more fun.
That was Rainn Wilson. You can read more of that conversation in the brand new summer issue of Relevant. You just heard all about that, so you already know that. All right, stay tuned. Up next, it's our game, Meals on Wheels.
Dancing in the dark, I can feel it in my heart. You're a killer, but I didn't want to call it. Something in the way you put your hands on my waist, pull me nearer. No, I never want to call it. Didn't want to call it. Didn't want to call it. Took your love for righteous, and now I'm in a crisis with a killer. Whoa. You got me questioning what to believe in. Since when did happiness become sin?
You're listening to FKA Twigs. The song is Killer. It's also a good song. Okay, it's time for a game that Tyler and Paris wrote for us. Here we go. Summer is upon us, and along with it, a return to that road trip lifestyle. Hey, I'll be road tripping this summer.
There you go.
Wherever you travel across the U.S. this summer, you're bound to experience new sights, new thrills, and of course, new cuisine. America is famous for its regional delights, which become local superstars and well-kept secrets from outsiders. But no matter how tight-lipped residents remain about their favorite local dishes, word is about to get out. In this game, you will be given a U.S. state and 3 local dishes. One of them is the most popular order from the state's best-loved regional chain, according to a 2022 Mashable survey. The other 2 are completely made-up dishes. You must determine which restaurant chain and dish is the real one. The person who guesses the most correctly will win a road trip to anywhere in the U.S., assuming they can take time off work, plan it, and pay for the gas themselves. The losers will just have to swing by Mickey D's. Y'all ready?
So you're going to name a state, because the way you explain the rules, every answer is going to be Quiznos chicken carbonara. That's a best restaurant in the state, best meal.
So what I'm going to name 3 things. One of them is a actual favorite regional dish at a regional restaurant, and the other 2 are just made up restaurants and dishes.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you got to tell me the real one. And I'll tell you the state. Okay. And I'll give you 3 options. Okay.
I think this was inspired by the fact that I had a pub sub for the first time in my life this week. And
Public subs here in Florida, man. I mean, it's famous locally. Like people who live in Florida and then they move away, you'll see them tweet randomly about how much they hated Florida, but they miss Public subs.
If you have a good 90 minutes for your lunch break that you can sit there while they prepare the subs, they are delicious.
And wait for the slow 78-year-old lady working the deli counter.
They were not in a rush yesterday.
Oh
nope.
No, they're never in a rush. Yeah,
That's
it's you block out the afternoon. You want to
Jesse, you're not going there for quickness. You're going there for deliciousness. It takes time to make art. Come on, man.
Jimmy Jones.
All right, here we go.
Words with you, but go ahead. Sorry.
All right, Emily, you're up first. Arizona is the state. Which is the real dish and restaurant? Okay, EG's Slushies, Taco Cowboy's Beef and Cheese 3-pack, or Wackadoo's Tater Tot Party Pack, which is the favorite regional dish according to this survey.
I don't know why EJ's sounds somewhat familiar, so I'm going to go with that.
EG Slushies is the correct answer. EG Slushies. Good job. All right, Jesse, Colorado. Wanda's Wings and Things Boneless Buffalo Chicken Wrap, Good Times Burgers and Frozen Custard's Signature Wild Fries, or Chili King's Chili and Cinnamon Roll Combo.
Oh, I got to go with C, just because it sounds absolutely disgusting. Cinnamon rolls and chili.
The correct answer is
what you say.
Good Times Burgers and Frozen Custard's Signature Wild Fries. Burgers and frozen custards.
That's more.
All right.
That sounds more rational.
Mm-hmm.
Derek, Connecticut. Duchess is the name of this restaurant. Duchess's Big D Cheeseburger, Scrappy's 4-cheese pizza slice, or Big Chuck's foot long with relish and pickles. Connecticut.
Give me the pizza slice.
Duchess's Big D cheeseburger. Big D. They like to eat the Big D up there. All right.
Pause.
Delaware, Emily. Big Cheapo's fried bologna and cheese. Big Cheapo. Amelia D's 10-layer chocolate eclairs, or Casapula's 12-inch Italian sub. Delaware.
I'll go with B.
Casapula's 12-inch Italian sub is the favorite dish in Delaware. All right,
any food that is measured in is like the serving size is in inches, it's going to be good. Like just hard stop.
Have you heard about the Subway getting sued by the lady who measured her foot-long sub and is only 11 inches, and she sued Subway?
She's doing God's work.
Good for
She
her.
She settled for 3 inches of a meatball sub to make up for it. Like, what's the damages on that? Okay, we shorted you an inch off 2 sub purchases. What do we owe you? Like, what $5?
2 inches of sub.
Yeah, you get 2 inches of sub.
Listen, in this economy, you got to fight for what you need.
You got to fight for
There
it.
you go. Illinois, Jesse. Is it Beefaroo's Wild West beef sandwich? Is it Big Al's French dip with au jus? Or is it Giordano's pizza? Illinois.
Well, what was the first one?
Beefaroo's Wild West beef sandwich.
Don't trust anything called Beefaroo's for one. I don't think a place called Big Al's would serve au jus, so I'm going to by default go to C.
Well, first of all, Giordano's is a favorite pizza restaurant up there, and the only other one that's not in Chicago is here in Orlando. But the correct answer, according to the survey, is Beefaroo's Wild West beef sandwich. Is the favorite dish in Illinois.
Beefaroo sounds like dog food to me. I'm sorry, Beefaroo, but it sounds like something you would feed an animal.
I just can't imagine someone being like, "Hey, you want to go to Beefaroo's for lunch?" I would say no every time.
Beefaroo.
Beefaroni has kind of like a pepperoni implication, so like that's why it's called that. What's the roux?
Beefaroo makes it sound like this is kangaroo
beef?
Meat. This is
kangaroo meat.
Kangaroo steaks. Kangaroo steaks.
Are there a lot of kangaroos in Illinois?
All right, Derek.
Nope.
Iowa.
That's what's
Iowa.
so disturbing.
I just got back from Iowa.
Okay, here you go. Favorite regional dish: Captain Patch's pulled pork sandwich, Big and Yum's Choco Banana milkshake, or Made Right's loose meat sandwich. Made Right's loose meat sandwich.
Oh, dear God.
You know what? Iowa feel like the loose meat sandwich is probably the one.
That is correct. You are correct.
I don't even know what a loose meat sandwich is.
A loose meat sandwich.
I don't think we want to know.
I just feel like that's what they would want in there.
All right. Right now, it's Emily 1, Derek 1, Jesse 0. But this final round is worth 3 points, so it's anyone's game. Here we go. Emily. Actually, Jesse, we'll start with you because if she gets it, you're out. So here we go. Jesse's up first. Louisiana. Is it Old Cajun's Shrimp Po' Boy? Is it Dat Dog's Alligator Sausage Dog? Or Streety's Spot Gumbo Cakes? Louisiana, favorite regional dish.
I don't even know how a gumbo cake would work. In my mind, gumbo's a soup and cake is,
a cake.
Right.
You can handheld. Just because I want to believe that a feat of culinary innovation like gumbo cake exists, I'm going to go with that one.
The correct answer is Dat Dog's Alligator Sausage Dog.
I can see that.
All right, so Jesse's out. So now we're down to Emily or Derek. All right, Emily, you're up. New York. Is the favorite dish Golden Crust Spicy Beef Patties, Too Tall Tony's Pepperoni Pizza Slice, or the Green Chickpeas Falafel Wrap?
I don't know why Too Tall Tony just sounds right. I'm going to go with that.
Well, I'm going with the stereotype. I don't appreciate your implications, but the correct answer is Golden Crust Spicy Beef Patties is the favorite dish in New
Honestly,
York.
Too Tall Tony just sounds like a fun place to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Derek,
How tall
you can bring it home. Too tall. How tall is too tall?
That's Ask Tony.
Chet Holmgren height. Yeah. Here we go. Derek, here it is. Last one. You could win it. South Carolina.
Oh, gosh.
Is the favorite dish Red Pappy's barbecue brisket sandwich? Red Pappy. Is it Patriot Sam's triple cheeseburger with everything sauce? Or is it Rush's 5-piece fried chicken tenders?
We're going to go with the chicken tenders.
That's right. You win. Russia's 5-piece fried chicken tenders is the favorite dish.
It's called
I'm
Russia?
starving.
It's not-
Rush.
Rush. Apostrophe
I
S.
thought you said
Guys,
Russia.
I need to run out and find some loose meat because I am starving after this game.
Starving. Don't do an internet search for that term. It's a totally
Near
different
me.
thing that's
Loose
going to
meat
come back.
near me. Okay.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, that'll do it for Meals on Wheels. I hope it's helpful for you as you're planning your summer road trips. Well, before we wrap things up, I want to thank Rainn Wilson for joining us today. Make sure to check out his new movie on Paramount Plus now and read more of our conversation with him in the summer issue of Relevant. The ad-supported version, which is presented by World Vision, is available right now at relevantmagazine.com. Just click on the magazine tab. And if you're a Relevant Plus subscriber, your ad-free enhanced edition is available in your account dashboard. Go check it out. Share the content, let people know about it, help us get word out about the new summer issue of Relevant. It's free, y'all. Come on. Also, while you're at our site, make sure to check out all of our daily content. We're publishing at relevantmagazine.com every day. And sign up for Relevant Plus to get exclusive features, an ad-free reading, an exclusive podcast, and so much more. You can find out all the information over there at just click on the Relevant Plus tab at the site, and it'll tell you everything. Plans start as low as $250 a month. Also, if you like the show, maybe you have a favorite part, maybe an episode jumped out to you, leave us a review and rate it wherever you listen, whether it's Apple, Spotify, or any of the other platforms. The reviews help the algorithm, help people learn about it, and we love seeing the feedback. All right, y'all. On that note, we will wrap things up. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Jesse Carey.
I'm Emily Brown.
I'm Derek Miner.
We will see you next time. Have a great week, everyone.
Thanks for listening to the Relevant Podcast. Check out our features, interviews, and news updates every day at relevantmagazine.com. And make sure to follow Relevant on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for the latest. For more great podcasts, browse the shows on the Relevant Podcast Network, which you can find at our site. And while you're there, don't miss the all-new era of Relevant Magazine. A new issue releases every other month at relevantmagazine.com.
You just grab them, you put in that blueberry e-juice, and all of a sudden you're addicted to vaping. What do you want me to tell you?
Relevant Podcast Network.
Time is precious, and so are our pets. So time with our pets is extra precious. That's why we started Dutch. Dutch provides 24/7 access to licensed vets with unlimited virtual visits and follow-ups for up to 5 pets. You can message a vet at any time and schedule a video visit the same day. Our vets can even prescribe medication for many ailments, and shipping is always free. With Dutch, you'll get more time with your pets and year-round peace of mind when it comes to their vet care. Go to Dutch.com to get vet care that is always there for just $92 a year.